Hi, this is Jan again. Module 4, Trusting Your Intuition. Session 4, Taking Notes on Your Guidance, and this is video 20. Now, we have talked about all the various ways that we can learn to listen to our intuition. Meditation, visualization, journaling, nature, jogging, walking, creating, identifying our totems. All of these things help us to get a deeper sense of who we are and to learn to listen to that deep inner voice, that still small voice that I also call our intuition. But it's also the voice of the higher self. So in this session, I want us to think about how am I going to track this guidance that I get? How can I write it down, get it down in something solid? And the first one of those things is a dream journal. Dreams I find to be very powerful ways of identifying my higher self, my inner knowing. I have throughout my life had many, I guess you would say, psychic dreams, dreams that gave me answers, especially in times of stress in my life. So a dream journal is something that I have found really useful to keep on the bed beside me, because you can have the most profound dream in the middle of the night, wake up remembering every detail, go back to sleep, and wake up not remembering that dream at all. So keep that dream journal by your bed and think in terms of how my dream is helping me to deeper understand my inner authentic self. There are wonderful books that help to interpret these dreams, but what I find the most effective is when you have a dream, look at each part of it and first trust in your intuition to know what that is telling you. So a dream journal is a wonderful way to take notes on your inner guidance. Dreams are indeed an intuitive inner guide for us. I am also a big believer in journaling. I have journaled daily for many years. And probably the most effective way to journal for me is to first do my meditation and then to sit down still in that sense of being in the zone and relaxed and deep listening and journal. So that often what I am first given awareness of in my meditation can be fleshed out and more deeply understood in my journaling. So journaling is so important. There are times that I'll get up in the morning having dreamt about something that I want to journal on. So I may journal first, then meditate, then journal again. Wonderful way to record that inner guidance. Another good way to take note of your inner guidance is to list all the ways that you feel that inner voice speaks to you. I use a special journal for this, and sometimes I will even do what I call artful journaling in order to record my totem animals that speak to me, which is another thing to pay close attention to. I can remember one morning coming out into my garden, and there are no trees right next to the garden. But I sat down in the studio looking out over the pond, and right over the pond was a huge spider web. And in the middle of that web was a huge garden spider. I knew there had to be a message for me. So I took my animal totem book. You can also do this on your phone. And I looked up the spider as a totem or spirit guide. And there I had my message for the day from the spider. Sometimes in my garden it's a squirrel or a rabbit or a robin or a red bird. Many various animal totems come into my life. I am also blessed to have a red-tailed hawk that visits my garden. And I always know that's a message for me to look at the bigger picture, to look from a higher perspective, and to know that Spirit is guiding me and speaking to me throughout that day. Another thing that I like to use to record this inner guidance is what I call a theme journal. One such journal is one that I did after a trip to Sedona, Arizona, where I did a vision quest. And I came home, and through drawing and painting and writing, I created a theme journal around that. And the fun thing is, the first time, I started this journal in 2014, and in 2024, when I took another spirit quest to Sedona, I finished the journal with what messages I had received from that trip in 2024. So a theme journal, writing out the meaning of the totem animals that walk into your life during the day, listing all the ways that you feel you hear inner guidance through daily journaling, through dream journals. All of these are ways that you can take note of your guidance. The key is to really hear it, to really trust it. That inner voice that we can call intuition, that we can call higher self. I also believe this is the way Spirit speaks to us. So it's so important to learn that listening that Renee and I have come to call deep listening, and we always focus a great deal on this in our retreats and workshops, because deep listening is how you really get to know who you really are. Get to know that, record it, trust it, and I promise you, you will realize you have a sense of being guided throughout your life. So I want you to go to your workbook and do your exercises for the next session. And I will see you next time in our new module, Module 5, on, I have to see what on happiness is an inside job. Sorry. Thank you, and I'll see you when we talk about happiness. Bye.